Welcome back. Reducing the amount of materials used in the product is another improvement strategy. This is called dematerialization, where products are made lighter and smaller. This also reduces the impacts of transporting the product and raw materials. An example of this is Apple's mini computer. These provide similar computing power to a traditional tower computer using a fraction of the materials. In the production stage, energy, resource use and waste minimization can be achieved by alternative production techniques, reducing the number of production steps, and implementing cleaner production opportunities. In product distribution, strategies would focus on using less packaging or recyclable or reusable packaging. Attention might be given to optimizing logistics or using alternative modes of transport and distribution. The next focus area for improvement is the use phase. Many automobile manufacturers are using lighter materials and changing the design of their cars so as to help reduce fuel consumption. Do you know that a 10% reduction in vehicle weight can result in a 6 to 8% fuel economy improvement? Products can also be designed to last longer, be easily maintained and repaired, have a classic design that won't go out of style, and be modular so that only certain parts need replacing. The Design for Environment Trip Trap chair made by Stokke in Norway is an ergonomic children's chair that can be adjusted as the child grows up. The chair can be used by anyone from a child of 3 years old to an adult weighing 100 kilograms, and with a baby seat attachment, it can be used from birth. It has a robust design that makes it long-lasting and is made of non-toxic paints and construction materials. The robust design means that the chairs have strong value on the second-hand market and are therefore reusable and easily refurbishable. The style is timeless so that they never go out of fashion. At the end of its life, the chair can be easily disassembled for recycling and does not contain hazardous materials that will cause environmental impact if landfilled or incinerated. Designing sustainable products is an opportunity to ask ourselves questions. Do we really need this product? Or can the need be met in another way completely? Many of the examples we have presented so far require that the impacts be quantified so that a meaningful comparison can be made between options. One of the tools that is used to evaluate the environmental impacts of products and services across the value chain is called Life Cycle Assessment, or LCA. In the LCA, the impacts are quantified using a standardized approach published by the International Standards Organization. Using a standard helps ensure that the results can be compared and repeated. According to the standardized approach, an LCA includes 4 key steps. In the first step, goal and scope definition, the product or service to be analyzed is described in detail and the purpose of the study is explained. In this step, the system boundary is defined. This defines what parts of the value chain are included and excluded from the study. In step 2, life cycle inventory assessment, all the materials, energy and water that is used for making or using the product or service and all of the wastes that are produced are determined and recorded. This information is then used in step 3, impact assessment, for calculating the impacts of the product or service on the environment. In the final interpretation step, the results are checked and interpreted and used to develop a strategy going forward. For more information on life cycle assessment, please see the reading list provided. In this lesson, we've learned how life cycle thinking is used to help design more sustainable products, about different strategies for improving product design, and heard some interesting case studies about sustainable products. We've also learned about one of the tools used for assessing environmental impacts, called life cycle assessment. In Lesson 3, We will learn more about using lifecycle thinking to understand the impacts of a product or service along the whole value chain. See you then.